Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, BA. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to this.
See if you say that when you're done with us here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
And the Cleveland starting five. Mobley and Allen patrol the paint for him. Mitchell out there with MP. And it's Garland in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, Giddey is the 1 with White by his side at the 2. Then there's Kevin Huerter. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Senge in at the 4. And it's Cleveland to start out. Pass to Mobley.
I got him.
Back to MP. The 3 ball. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
Here's Senge. Outside Huerter. Vucevic, the pass to Huerter. 6 to shoot. Over Garland. Huerter can't hit. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Back to Garland. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Cleveland working the ball around now. Mobley on a screen. Carter from outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn. And a lot of this is around social media and around the internet, and around their young consumers and young fans.
MP shot is off. Carter's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Senge. Back to Giddey. Over MP. And it's Giddey missing.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Here's Carter. Here's Mobley. And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you, you give me a little grittiness from Evan Mobley. Not afraid of throwing his weight around right there.
Giddey against Carter. And he gets it to go. Giddey's got his second bucket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
Outside Huerter. Vucevic, a screen on Garland. Back to Giddey. There's the 3. Not going to go that time.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
And so here is Chicago. After the basket by Cleveland. Huerter from long range. The rebound by Allen. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Giddey. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Cavaliers lead by 8. To the wing, right side. And he's going for the lob. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Dallas just played phenomenal. He picked up 38 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
For the Cavaliers, Wade, he's checked in for Allen. Hunter comes in for Darius Garland. And it's Strus in for Mitchell. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 16-4 run. And Chums, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year, and devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. And situations like these only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method to potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see?
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Cavaliers lead by 9. Pass to Hunter. Back to MP. Cleveland working the ball around now. The three is up. Good! Another from 3.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now number 2 all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie season. I mean, he has been impressive.
Well, we're talking about some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. Shot clock at 6. And Vucevic slams it in.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Carter, the pass to Wade. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The Cavaliers lead by 12. Hunter on the wing. There's the triple, and Cleveland another 3.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Giddey. Turned in an outstanding game against Milwaukee.
You can see the long, lanky frame of Josh Giddey on display.
MP looking around. Outside Strus. Mobley outside. Back to Carter. Here's Wade. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls trail by 13. Now here's Giddey. He's got 6. Again, the Bulls score. Side. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. Mobley's got 5.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Trey Jones is out there with Dasumu. Then there's Zach Collins. Then there's Jalen Smith. And it's Okoro in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Collins. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
Remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Phillips has checked in for Okoro. Nance, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Carter inside, working on Jones. To the inside. Pass to Collins. Shot from the wing. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Carter, the pass to Garland. Back to MP. Fires the 3. Collins with the rebound.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Here's Mobley. He's got 7. Outside Carter. Pass to Strus. Back to Carter. Now here's Hunter. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland working the ball around now. Launches it. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
BA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I got to go. I got to get to this newsroom.
Things to do. Always enlightening to hear from Shams. It's incredible some of the information he gathers.
It is very difficult reporting to do, and the reason why is you are constantly on the phone trying to earn the trust of your sources, and you have to be reliable and accountable for what you say. His job is not easy.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Coach Kenny Atkinson demanding that Evan Mobley stay in attack mode the entire game. And Mobley said, I have a lot of different skill sets that I can bring to the table. Being out there and challenging myself is going to sharpen them and get them where they need to be. Guys, back over to you.
On the rise. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Outside Hunter. 3-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists in the game. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Cleveland on top, leading by 4. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Welcome, everybody. And guys, how much do you think winning this type of award means to a player?
It just depends on the player, Ernie. If it's a big-time player, it doesn't really mean that much. But if you're Kenny Smith, this is like an MVP award.
Oh, well, you know, I did win it one time back in '91. And for the record, I should have been MVP that year, too, in my estimation.
For the record, the MVP in '91 was Michael Jordan. And next up, let's take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, who seem pretty well matched in their game.
They've been playing
That's it for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nikola Vucevic has been sensational.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender, because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Kicking off the second half, here's Kenny Atkinson's five. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. MP is out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Garland in at the small forward. Here's Giddey. Pass to White, and here's Herter. Here's Asenge. To the paint. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Well, Vucevic has a great understanding of the pick-and-roll game, and his experience paying off there.
Carter against Giddey. Mobley passes to Carter. Offline with a three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Garland against Herter. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Pure from three-point range. Vucevic has got 7 points for the quarter.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Back to MP. Puts up a three. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Herter. Here's Vucevic from the arc. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. A top-flight offense in Cleveland. Doris, what makes them so formidable?
Well, generally speaking, if you are great at multiple things. They have elite shot creation in the backcourt. They have size and finishing ability up front. They can hurt you at all three levels of offensive opportunity. Boy, their three-point range is deep.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And with New Year's fast approaching, let's see our power rankings for an idea of how everyone's year is looking. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed. And they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship. Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Giddey scanning the floor. Outside White. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's Mobley. 7 points in the game from deep. MP drills the three.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Giddey passes to Vucevic. Chicago passing it around. White for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Carter. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Now just a 4-point Chicago lead.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Outside Herter. Now here's White. And here's Vucevic. Allen defending. From the low block. No good off the glass. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Back to Garland. Throws it up high. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at...
Bulls leading by 8. Smith out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Jones in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Jones. Smith with a screen on Carter. Jones misses.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Pass to Hunter. Back to MP. Clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. Right in the heart of it. Mitchell.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
And it's Giddey off the drive. For 3, Smith. The rebound by Carter. Cavaliers trail by 6. Pass to Hunter. Back to Carter. Inside. Here's Mitchell. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Donovan Mitchell. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Dosunmu pass to Giddey. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finishing the painted area. I can do that too.
Back to MP. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown. MP's got 11 points here in the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
From deep, Giddey. Hunter with the rebound. Cavaliers trail by 3. Carter inside. Defended by Jones. MP shot is off. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Collins. Over Garland. No good off the back of the rim. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Hunter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Brian, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavs trailing. Down low. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
They feel like they have an advantage inside. And so far, they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Here's White to stop the run. And Bryant pulls it down. Garland against Giddey. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Giddey. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed. Giddey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is where the size of Vucevic allows him to see over the defense. This guy, a terrific distributor.
Here's MP. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 7 tonight. To the inside. Here's the Singate. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Strus has checked in. And that one misses. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Mitchell. And Mobley throws it down.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
Chicago trailing here. Chicago passing it around. Pass to Asenge. And here's Giddey. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on MP. That free throw good from Giddey.
Well, Josh Giddey has proven that he will have some triple-doubles in his career because he can score it, he can board it, and he can certainly find his teammates. Now it's about being consistent and efficient.
The Cavaliers have gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. Mobley outside. Pass to Garland. And here's Carter. To the middle. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Mobley. Mobley's got 6 assists here tonight. Chicago has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. There's Herter with the 3. And again, no good by Chicago. The Cavaliers leading. Now MP. Mobley, a screen on Giddey. Now Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's MP. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Now Giddey.
What a up fake from Josh Giddey. Boy, that defender was guessing, and he guessed wrong.
13 foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Josh Giddey taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. Carter fires. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Chicago trailing here. Giddey. Here he goes. Cash it in.
That is a big one, folks. Giddey gives them exactly what they need when they need it.
MP. Mitchell outside. Here's MP. Jacks up a 3. Oh, no good. Mitchell against White. Herter outside. Bucket. Straight in.
Great to see Josh Giddey attacking like this. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal when you are shooting lights out.
Now Strus. And he nails it.
Huge points from Max Strus. We have seen him in big spots before. Oh, my.
Now Vucevic. Vucevic draws the double. Giddey against Carter. Now here's Giddey. Defense is right there. Oh, the shot is off. Outside Mobley. Here's Carter. For 3. Oh, he cannot hit.
Well, I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Giddey outside. White on a screen on Garland. Now Vucevic. Carter rips down the board. Now Garland. Puts up the tray. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
Boy, the reach. Mobley so tough defensively.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Carter connects.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Giddey. Buries it!
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim, because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. That was...
Winning rebounds would be a key factor in this match. You weren't able to control the glass as much as you would have liked. You turn that around.
Rebounding starts with wanting it more than the other guy. You think at this level everybody wants it pretty bad, right? But the numbers don't lie. If we're getting beat on the boards, we got to figure out how to get that desire up. That's all there really is to this game.
Thanks a lot, MP. BA, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Dom. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our...
going forward, and it is great to see the used and delivered. So,
It's been a long time since I've seen Tom play.
how much did you get to
When you put in the ball, like, can someone might take you?
That's
hurtful.
help you install your funny game.
Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Greg, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say things probably aren't going well.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Then it's Kevin Huerter, and it's Vucevic, and it's Senge in at power forward.
You could see that Mitchell was hungry on that play, ready to fire as soon as he touched that ball.
Giddey, no good. So for Chicago, their last game, a win against Cleveland. Outside Carter, it's rebounded by Huerter. Pass to Senge, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Carter kicks to Nance, and here is Hunter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Sinks. The three-pointer. Mitchell's got 6 points.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
To the inside. Here's White. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
MV finds Hunter. Back to Carter. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. White, 2 points, that one goes. And that makes it a tie ball. game.
A little burst of agility gets White to his bucket.
Mobley, left side. Pass to Hunter. Carter on the wing. And it's Carter again missing.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Mitchell's got his third bucket of the night.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
It's good.
Well, from this 15, 18-foot area, MP showing he can be effective.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. White's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Right side, White. Pass to Herter. And stolen by Hunter. And here is MP. He's defended by Herter.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Herter passes to White. Back to Herter. Vucevic up top. Pass to White. Just 5 on the clock. Over Mitchell. And it's MP with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. A fader. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for him.
Good trip down the floor. It's young MP cashing in.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. So the Bulls 5 right now. Trey Jones out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Collins. Then it's Kevin Herter. And it's Asenge in at the 4. Collins, a screen on Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Bangs home the trifecta. Giddey's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Carter kicks to Hunter. Launches a 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Hunter's got 5 points so far.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Unloads from 13. Carter pulls it in. Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Wade. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago leading by 10. Outside, Jones. Now Collins. Wade is covering. Now here's Herter. And it's off from three-point range. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Giddey. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 9. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, how about the way they've decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
Jones kicks to Giddey. It's up a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
And yes, it's good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Well, Josh Giddey provides a floor general's mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
The shot's good from Carter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in for Cleveland. Evan Mobley comes in for Max Strus. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic comes in for Zach Collins. And it's White in for Trey Jones. Chicago. Chicago leading by 8. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Chicago was tremendous. He had 25 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
Giddey, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
A 3 from MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Herter. An 11-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
A floater. Nice defense from Giddey. The Bulls leading by 8. Herter passes to Giddey.
2 minutes.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. Their great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
And the 3 ball is good. 22 points for MP.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
It's Vucevic, top of the key. Just 4 to shoot. Here's White. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Mobley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Good.
Mobley was right there, ready to get involved and save the play.
Giddey kicks to Herter. Giddey against MP. Get the shot. And the Bulls with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Got a piece of it. Herter against Hunter. White looking around. There's a screen. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
A 3 from MP. It's good from long range. Now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Back to Giddey, beyond the arc, drains the 3-pointer. Giddey's got 19 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And we finish one half of basketball. It's the Bulls. They lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Chicago Bulls.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
Well, who hasn't been impressed with MP? The skill, the work ethic. He's got good instincts, man.
And that is our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
The wing set for him, Mitchell and Hunter. Hands out there with Evan Mobley. And it's Carter in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
And I like how MP carries himself. It's a big reason why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for.
Carter hits them both. And here's White. Pass to Giddey. Takes a 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Now MP. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Carter's got 30 points.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
Outside, White. Pass to Herter. Now Giddey. For 3. And again, Chicago. No good.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
In the corner, it's Hunter. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Herter against MP. Herter kicks to Giddey. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Bulls moving the ball around. From deep, Herter. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in. If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Pass to Asenge. They set the pick. And here is Giddey. Off the right. And that one, good. Giddey's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Mobley is screen to the paint. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
White with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Giddey. They shoot again. Mobley with the block.
That's the defensive player of the year there. Mobley with the denial, making sure the ball didn't get to the rim.
In the corner, it's Mobley. Carter for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Herter on the wing. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Giddey, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age. And so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Jones is checked in.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Hunter on the wing. And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. MP's got 11 points in the quarter. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Mobley kicks to MP. And the Cavaliers with another 3.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Jones dishes to White. White with another miss. Cleveland leading by 4. Mobley outside. Back to MP. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Jones. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Max Strus is checked in for Nets. And a change for the Bulls. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Here's Collins. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Jones, the pass to White. Off target from outside. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. That one drops for him.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Down low and stolen by Hunter. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Carter. Mobley's got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
For the Cavaliers, Dean Wade comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Mitchell in for Garland. Here's Carter. And Jones pulls it down. Bulls trail by 11. Inside. Collins kicks to Jones. Giddey the pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dosunmu. And again, unable to change momentum here. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Close in, no stopping MP.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
17 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Giddey. He's got 21. Smith with a screen on Mitchell to the middle. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And so it's Cleveland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication.
Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Cleveland with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Taking a look at the Bulls. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Then it's Kevin Huerter, and it's Vucevic, and it's Asenge in at the power forward. Pass to Giddey. 3-pointer. Traps in the tray. Giddey's got 24.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And stolen by Giddey. In the corner. Huerter with it. Off target with his 3. Cleveland leading by 14. Hunter on the wing. Back to Carter. Pulls up. That's good on the jump shot. Carter's got 48.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Here's Asenge. Cavaliers with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. MP against Giddey. Here's Carter. The shot will not fall. Nice defense from Giddey. Down low. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Look, when he's within range, Vuce is going at the rim, and he's going at it hard.
Mobley right side. And here's MP for 3. Good on the triple. Carter's got 51.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Giddey surveying the D. Over MP. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Hunter. Carter outside. Here's Hunter. Jacks up a 3. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. And even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Mobley there for the rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Here's Carter. Letzler's a three. Giddey will pull it down. Al Herter. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Asenge. Missed on the three.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Vucevic against Carter. 5 on the clock. Here's Mobley.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Cavaliers.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
12-footer gets it. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
MP
to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front.
Now Collins takes the three. Good.
3.
Come around.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
An incredible display of shot making and clutch play, MP, as you reach the half-century mark in a win. You look like you are not going to be denied. Was there any extra motivation for you in this one?
No, not when the game first started. I was just trying to let the game come to me. But the more I let the game come, the better I felt. It was like the game made itself at home in my living room.
What does that mean exactly?
It means I was perfectly at home, perfectly at ease, Jennifer Quintana. I knew where everyone was going to be at every moment in the game, like walking around my home at night with the lights off. Other people might get tripped up, but not me, not with this team. I was in total control.
It showed. Thanks, MP.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. We'll see you later.
Not at all. Game face. Heads up. even more adorable.
So, most seriously, strawberries and bananas. Man, that's a classic. I'll bring the chick.
Has anyone taught you about the 3-second rule?
Okay. Gotta clear a taste.
And not eat anything on the floor that's just fallen after 3 seconds. That's not what we mean.
Every 3 seconds, you get focused, you watch. You don't want to get tunnel vision. No pun intended. Keep your eyes active and be alert at all times.
Sounds like a lovely weekend.
Egg Benedict. I love good eggs Benedict. I'm a pancake man.
I take pride in helping.
Sometimes you need something a little more
Important for everyone.
You're not going to the right places if the pancakes are substantial enough. I'll send you some restaurant
game is just
really good. We have great fans here.
Birthday's coming up.
Family out looking great.
Management takes it very seriously.
Because I've been posting cake photos on Saturday, and someone over here has been taking notice.
I like one photo.
Every photo. Look, I'm not mad, but you gotta buy me the supplies, okay? Ingredients, okay? Chemistry. You shortchange me, shortchange yourself.
Oh, that's a way. Facility stand for badges, okay?
So.
Chunk of the season is past us now, Grant. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. But, B.A., the rookies, they are learning now what it takes to be in NBA condition.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. And it's Ball in at the point. Now here's Bridges. Plumlee a screen on Mobley. 6 to shoot. And the basket by Bridges.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Mobley. 8 points in his last time out. Back to Carter. Beyond the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Cavaliers. Coach told me, quote, "Our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball." He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And the basket by MP.
Getting to his spots. He's making some good reads and really benefiting his team.
Bridges outside. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. All no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Now here's Mobley. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game from Pete Mitchell. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets, Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, BA, with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Miller outside. Back to ball. The three. Mobley grabs the board.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
MP, that was good. Here's Bridges. 15 in his last outing. And timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And let's use this time to take a look at the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, LaMelo Ball.
His offensive effort has really gone unmatched as of late. When it comes to that end of the floor, he's been accurate and explosive. Hard for any defense to keep up with that.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Cavaliers. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Hunter. Back to Carter. Here's Mobley. Cleveland working the ball around now. Gets the three to fall.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Plumlee. Last game for him, he picked up 13. There's Ball with a three. Hits the trifecta.
Matching threes. Ball got those points back in a hurry.
The Cavaliers lead by 7. Pass to Hunter. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
First and three-point field goal percentage. And they clinch the top spot when it comes to protecting the ball. Fewest turnovers per game in the league. No one keeps the ball locked up tight like these guys.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little bit.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Free throw good, MP.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Knipples checked in for Charlotte. And both free throws good for MP. And so Sexton will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 9. This, their first chance to take a look at Cleveland this season.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism, Sexton can really get up and finish.
Mobley outside. Fires for 3. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Mobley. That's 12 points for MP.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. It looked to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's Bridges. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Carter finds Nance. Mobley outside. Outside Mitchell. From behind the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Here's Miller. And that one no good to start off the night.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
MP scanning the floor. Mobley, right side. Carter from outside. The Hornets pull it in. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And we've got a line change for Cleveland. Charlotte also making some changes. James comes in for Miller, and it's Man in for Sexton. Cleveland leading by 8. Pass to Garland. Look for Cleveland. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Bryant. Mitchell comes in for Wade. And MP subbed in for Ball. Here's Sexton. Again, the miss by the Hornets. Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Max Strus is out there with Mobley. Then it's MP. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Garland in at shooting guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Chicago was tremendous. He dropped 56 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others, a great skill to have.
The kick out to Ball. Plumlee against Mobley. Here's Ball. LaMelo Ball with the stuff.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the Hornets with possession here after the basket by Cleveland. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Strus. And Hunter subbed in for Garland. Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. Charlotte leading by 3. Plumlee, a screen on Mitchell. Sexton finds Plumlee. Slam! Dunk by Plumlee!
You know, Sexton can be just so clever with the ball, disrupting the defense to create for his team.
And you look at Colin Sexton, puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Now here's Plumlee. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Sexton passes to Ball. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And guys, we've also seen them do a great job with steals. I know that's a stat that can cut both ways. It's not always meaningful, but those turnovers forced can turn into easy baskets at times.
Mitchell's shot is good.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Outside Sexton. Back to Ball. Pass to Miller. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Miller's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Bridges. He has 6. Fades. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Larry Nance picks one up. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for Charlotte, Mason Plumlee taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Plumlee hits them both. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant clerk.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture. Big time hustle from MP on the break that time. That's what you need from your young fellas.
Ball passes to Miller. Now Bridges. Hunter covering. Plumlee, a screen on Hunter. 3-pointer, Bridges. Nance pulls down the board.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Out left to the wing. Carter from outside. And again for 3.
And folks, he's just set the record for most 3-pointers in a rookie season.
And you know, I don't even think he's thinking about records. He's out there to ball. Ever since entering the league, only a few months ago, he's been on a mission to win.
Yeah, MP is clearly amongst the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. We've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph. And after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
From outside the arc, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
You take a look at the Hornets. They hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Hornets.
They've been getting to the line.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure.
If you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Ball in at the point. On target from range. And now it's up to 25 points for MP.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Sexton. Hunter against Miller. To the paint. Here's Bridges. 4 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. For 3, Sexton. He drops it from range. Sexton's got 7 points in the game.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Here's Carter. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Bridges outside. Back to Ball. 4-3. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, they're certainly seeing the effort.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller, scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If we get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And a chance to check out our Rookie of the Year list. Some incredible talent entering the league. Well, you look at Carter, right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
So it's the Cavaliers now, after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. Knocks it down from distance.
MP nailing the compact triple. I love that guy's competitive spirit.
Bridges outside. Plumlee, a screen on Mobley. For three, Bridges. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Fade away. Carter can't get it to go. Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Ball. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, we got to play without foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
That one drops. He ties it up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Pass to Miller. And here's Bridges. For three, he buries it from 3. Bridges has got 9.
Getting Bridges something within the rhythm of the offense, I think that's good strategy, and I like it.
Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling from?
Yeah, I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer. Just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on.
And here's Hunter from the arc. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Mobley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Charlotte. 2-point game. There's Ball with a 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 7 rebounds in the game.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Back to Mitchell. And Mobley throws it down.
Another bucket for Mobley. I mean, in a groove here tonight. They should just keep feeding him.
Hornets trail by 4. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
It's that time, fans. Time for T-shirts. Who needs one?
A different look for Cleveland. Wade comes in for Nance. And Garland is subbed in for Hunter. And a change for the Hornets. Knipples checked in for Ball. Sexton finds Plumlee. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Bridges passes to Sexton. That That one falls. Sexton's got 9.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Here's Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Hornets trail by 4. Bridges outside. Pass to Miller. Sexton against MP. This one for 3. Mobley grabs the board.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
The 3 from Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Carter's got his 4th assist with that last one. And for the Hornets, they're shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. 2 minutes. Here's Sexton. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his team.
Miller against Mitchell. Mitchell bullies his way inside.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Miller outside. And that one drops. Miller's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Up top, Carter, hounded by Ball. Carter, good.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
They've got Max Strus. MP is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Mobley, and it's Mitchell in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Sinks the tray.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the cap.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Mitchell, good.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Ball. Plumlee finds Bridges. Over Strus. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Plumlee. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Pass to Mitchell. Carter from outside. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert. Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
A different look for Cleveland. Nance, he's checked in for Strus. And Hunter's subbed in for Garland. Cleveland has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the 4th. MP outside. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple. Carter's got 40 points.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Clock at 6. Miller outside. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Mitchell. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've led by as much as 10. Money from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Miller. Outside Sexton. No one near him. Yes, sir!
Oh, how about that? Sexton with a huge bucket. A must hit. And he did.
Now Hunter. Carter outside. Let's loose for 3. Rebounded by Miller. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Ball. 1:49 left to play in the fourth quarter. Now Miller from downtown. Ooh, it misses.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
MP cashes in from 18.
Getting it done from the in-between area, MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Can't hit it. The Cavaliers lead by 7. 1:11 left in the final quarter. Now Mitchell shoots a 3. Oh, it's off target.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
It's in!
Ball delivering big time, and that's real leadership right there.
Outside Mobley. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And it's stolen by Plumlee. On the wing, Sexton, covered by Mobley. Ball left side. Bridges! Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Making all of those, putting this game in the refrigerator.
Charlotte calls timeout. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Sexton fires! Can't get the 3. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
4 teams in the penalty. At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots. MP.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. 8 seconds left in the game. Let's hear from List. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Sexton! The 3 is off, and he commits the intentional foul.
Second. At the line for Cleveland.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
Your support. We hope to see you next time.
Thanks, guys. We're here with MP. Big night for your team, getting the win, and a big night for you in the glass with double-digit rebounds. How does it feel?
Coach said that's what we needed. Lucky for us, I'm a big, strong dude, so I was in there throwing my weight around. Give us the edge on the possession battle.
Well done, MP. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Over to you, B.A.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
But we play lineups on the floor that night.
Steakhouse they have on field. Cooked potato steak. Plus, I'd like to see one of those cat cafes.
You make them.
You're joking. No, they look super cool. They're even vending machines for street food.
I like cats. I don't usually vacation for them.
Cut it out.
Sincerely stand for badges, okay?
So everyone that's supposed to be here has one?
Yes. Kids for everyone has to get it.
Is it okay for us to ask them if we don't see one?
Absolutely. Also, just be sure that no one's feet are getting in the walkway or court area as the night goes on. Okay? Head on those doors with you. I'm not your coach.
I'd like to see us shoot better than 85%.
That's what you do tonight.
Not a single team managed that in the last few seasons. Beginning and more importantly, at the end of practice. They might not like it. Good. See how serious the issue is. That's what we need. Understood. Once you get the young guys together, we've got some bills for that. Anything specific? Catch and move, like some clear outs, and popping at the streets. Great. What's up, coach? Book 15 minutes from scrimmage to those instructions. You know, something good in mind with our cards. You got one. You need it? Let the bigs use their side and their space to rebound. Let's just go on the corner. They're shooting 5%. Out of our play. We'll do. We'll talk about the players. And I realized, like, inside the backpack. Wait, no, the backpack that's down on your doorstep 2 flights down? Yes. When the lock is at the house? Yes. How'd you get out? Fishing. That. Quite fast. You should get that backpack now from the right.
Take care of it.
Sweet. Good work, team. I can call down if you want. I've got a bit of history with the coach there.
That would be for my neighbor.
No, don't do it. Last year he told me to drop his name with that thing.
All the best shots.
How's your dog doing?
We still have tickets available for upcoming home games. Simply visit your nearest ticket booth or go to our website to get yours today. Attention fans, yours. Just be there for our next giveaway night. See you then. Fans, our next giveaway will be a Cavaliers mascot mini flag. Bring the family and get your mascot mini flag.
The National Basketball Association and the Cleveland Cavaliers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play,
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And here we can check out the story for Trey Murphy.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Trey Murphy is out there with Fears. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Cleveland, the forwards are Hunter and Mobley. Carter out there with Mitchell. And it's Bryant in at center. Well, we still have lots of time left in the season, Coach, but we've seen some breakout performances, haven't we?
We certainly have. That's one of my favorite things to track, Kevin. Which players improved in the offseason? Which guys have taken their game to the next level?
Now here's Williamson. Williamson, the screen. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, you watch Murphy. He has a great-looking shot. It's effective, too.
Hunter kicks to Mitchell. Carter outside. And it's Bryant in the corner. Lets it go from deep. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the Pelicans with the possession. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. Here's Williamson. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it's Mitchell missing. First quarter, just over a minute played. And there's Williamson on the assist from Jones.
Well, look, it's not just dunks for Zion inside. He's got great touch in there as well.
Here's MP. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. In terms of his team scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Williamson against Mobley. And Fears has it in the corner. Misses the three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Mitchell outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Cavaliers 5th.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
The three from MP. Good on the three-point shot. Carter's got 8 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Nisi. Now here's Williamson. Clock at 4. Jones from outside. The rebound by Bryant. The Cavaliers leading by 3. On the wing, Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shot to stop the run. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Back to Carter. The tray. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Williamson. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. For the Cavaliers, Nancy's checked in for Thomas Bryant. And Strus is subbed in for Hunter. Here's Fears. Covered by MP. Williamson against Mobley. And there's Fears. That's good on the assist by Williamson.
That's a shot defenses are going to let Fears take. So the rookie making those will be a benefit.
Mobley finds MP. Nisi grabs the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Williamson. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Misses the corner 3.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. He's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. So it's the Pelicans now, following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Fears. Nisi tipped back in for 2.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 8, drills the three-pointer. 14 points for MP.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Williamson looking it over. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, the idea of a guy the size of Zion pulling off a move like that is right.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Carter. A 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Now here's Williamson. Here's Fears. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Fears has got 5 now.
A nice touch from Fears inside, showing that blend of skill and athletic ability scouts like so much.
Nance finds Carter. Here's Strus. Here's Nance. And Jones pulls it down. Here's Fears. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Fears has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New Orleans. And B getting it done for Cleveland. He had some kind of quarter from long range. Winds up with 15 points from beyond the arc. Back to the action in just a minute. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
They've got Hunter. Thomas Bryant is out there with Wade. Then there's Garland. And it's Carter in a point. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He had 46 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of three. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Here's Bay. The Cavaliers making the shot. Now, here's Poole. Still yet to score. And the basket by Alvarado.
Making the right pass is the first thing on Poole's mind. He wants to be the floor general.
And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Whoa, MP says, I got this. Answering the call with a triple.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you've got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
From outside the arc, another three for Cleveland.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now here's Williamson. Good, nice job down low. Williamson's got 6.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Garland kicks to MP. Hunter on the wing. MP, that's for 2. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
Now Hunter, scoreless thus far. And it's Wade in the corner. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Hunter with a screen on Poole. He had a nice open look right there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Poole. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Offline from the top of the key. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Bryant on the wing. Back to Carter. Pass to Bryant. Now Carter. The wide open look here for Garland. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Garland against Poole. Outside, Jones. Poole outside. The three. Again, the miss by Poole. And so, MV will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Now here is Carter. Back to Garland. Wade sets the pick for Garland. And Fears pulls it down. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's of inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Pelicans shooting their first foul shot. So it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Get ready for some high RPM and amazing stunts from your quadruple.
Welcome, everyone.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guy.
And how about we move it on? Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Great to see him playing up to his full potential. This will do so much for his confidence.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Trey Murphy is out there with Fears. And it's Misi in at the center, filling out the middle. Jones, no luck.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
In the corner, it's Mobley. MP right side. A kick out to Mobley. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Carter inside the three-point line. Misses the hole. Now shooting 8 for 14. Jacks up a three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Hunter's got his fourth rebound in this one. Out to the right wing. Carter, the pass to Hunter. And here is Mitchell. Right wing. Mobley gets to Carter. The turnaround Jay. Another miss by MP.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Back to Williamson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Williamson's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Pelicans. Carter with it. 23 points in the game. To the wing on the left. Mobley the pass to Hunter. Hits the three-point bomb. Hunter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pelicans trail by 12. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Go up and get it, Trey Murphy.
For Cleveland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of Milwaukee at the break. An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Williamson double team. Pass to Jones. Lots of room. Cavaliers with the rebound. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Uses the glass to drop it in. MP's got 25 points in the game.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Cavaliers. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hunter, a 3, good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Pelicans trail by 11. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And Jones is such a confident shooter, especially from outside the arc.
Carter kicks to Hunter. Pass to Garland. Mitchell left side. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Misi with the ball. Defended by Bryant. Back to Misi. Jones against Mitchell. Jones, no luck.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on him.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
Pelicans trail by 13. And, unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
Hunter with the screen on Williamson. From the arc. Hunter no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
And that one drops.
They are just killing them on the interior.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Carter looking around. Back to Hunter. And stolen by Williamson. .115 left to play in the third. Four on the shot clock. Lets it go. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
From right in close, DeAndre Hunter.
Pelicans trail by 13. Williamson outside. New Orleans moving the ball around. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. MP gets the job done inside.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Williamson. He's got 16. Pass to Fears. Williamson outside. Now Fears. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
3 points.
Williamson's got his 8th assist in the game.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Hunter is out there with Mobley. Then it's Max Strus. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Merrill in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Sinks the triple. Strus has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
There's the screen. Williamson from long range. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Mobley dishes to Hunter. Pass to Strus. Now Merrill. And he drops it in from the low post. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. And MP subbed in for Ball. The Cavaliers leading by 13. And here's Carter. A wide open shot from Strus. From outside, off the mark.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
In the corner, Messi with it. Pass to Fears. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great open look there.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Mitchell passes to Carter. Over Fears. MP, no good. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's the floater. And he lays that one in.
Sooner or later, you knew Fears was going to take over. He has been outstanding tonight.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Max Strus. Hunter, bring it up for MP, a 3.
MP looking solid from there.
Pelicans trail by 11. Williamson left side. Hunter against Jones. From outside, can't get it to go. Cavaliers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Here's Carter, fires the 3. It's off target. Williamson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Got it to go off the glass.
An incredible night for Zion. exactly what we expected, and maybe even a little more.
Here's Hunter. Carter outside. Now Hunter. Carter outside. Shoots the three. And down goes the three.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding it.
Here's Fears, defended by Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Fears with it, and P's there.
Yeah, MP able to simply outwork the shooter with that youthful high-energy defense. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Cavaliers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Both shots good from the stripe.
But what I love about MP is he's always working on his game. Every day, year-round.
Williamson. Mobley with the block. MP outside. Now Hunter. Carter outside. Beyond the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Fears. Covered by MP. Williamson against Mobley. Williamson right side. Mobley there for the rebound. MP. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
I'm here with MP, who just set the rookie record for threes in a season. How much was this on your radar, MP? Did you know when you set the record?
Of course I did, Dom. This ain't 1960s. You get close to a record like this and you hear about it 50 million times before you get there.
So you're gunning for this then?
I mean, that's just my game. But yeah, of course, I wanted this record. So I took aim at it. And as you now know, I got pretty good aim.
All right, thanks a lot, MP.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dom, thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForest, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. So long and good night, everyone.